Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Today we are going to be doing something a little bit on the, I don't know, a little bit on the silly side, I guess is what we'll call it. What's going on, Dag? What's up, Simon? Hey, Jess. Hey, Clocky, Olimar, and Hefty. Hope y'all are doing all right. I hope your weekends were not
stinky.
But yeah, like I said, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So we're going to be playing FireRed, but we're going to be shiny hunting for the Gen 10 starters. And so I've got a Brout that we can get right here. And we want to go with the grass Pokemon Brout. And we receive the Brout. We don't nickname the Brout. Now I have to go through all this. And then we can check our Pokemon. There's our Brout. And Brout is not shiny. So we start over. Now I need to fix a couple things up here. So I'm going to just do that one more time. Because I don't have my actual thing yet. So let me get that. Hang on. Open source projector. New window. Okay. Here we go. Need to get this. Okay, now we should be good. Image path. Screenshots. This one. Soft reset. I didn't get the setup because I'm stupid. Let's see. Projector dash source. Okay. Projector dash source. Visual boy. There we go. We should be good. All right. Let's see. Image path there. Counter. Counter, dedicating counter hunt, soft reset, visual boy, start hunt. Okay, now if I do this right, it should reset. Did you see John Cena? You did. Okay, do we have one? There we go. Okay, so now we got to just basically bump at another. And we're good to go. All right, here we go. So we are looking for some Brout. We're looking for some sour Brout. Everybody else is hunting other starters. I want to hunt these starters. So that's what we're doing. We're Brout hunting. Sure, that was a John Cena. It would be, but you can't see John Cena, so that's not possible. Okay, Gary's getting Pombon. And then we check our Pokemon. And it's not shiny, so you know what we do. We reset, and that's basically it. That's what we're going to be doing today. Is we're going to be resetting for a shiny Brout. Can you see the You can see the phenomenal AJ Styles. You can. Official Baboon. What are your thoughts on the coming Gen 10? I think it looks awesome. I'm very excited about it. Community post involving Brout legit has me laughing hysterically. Good. Good. That's what I want. Eyebrout. That's it. We got the Eyebrout. What's up, Kristen? How you doing? All right, let's see. Let's check Brout. No shiny Brout. And we reset again. Yeah, Kristen, we're just hunting. All three of them are here and huntable. I have all three of them here. So Gary takes his little bad boy. No shiny. And this is what we're going to be doing. Hunting shiny Brout. Instead of Charmander, Squirtle, or anything that a million people are doing right now, we're going to do it a little different. So yeah, we got in the middle here, we've got Gecqua. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Oh, I have turbo on. I'm like, what the heck? And then over here, we've got Pombon. So we can, yeah, search for any of them. I'm going with Brout, naturally, because it's the greatest of all starters. The GOAT. But yeah. Gonna be seeing if we can find the shiny Brout by the end of the day. Thanks, Glocky. Yeah, I'm excited. Talking between the Yapper and the Angry Bird. I like the Angry Bird. I think, I don't know. I think Brout's, I don't know. How quick was this made? I only found out about the new stars yesterday. So I actually spent about 8 hours yesterday putting this together. So it was a task learning how to do things, and it's still far from perfect. But lots of hype and lots of props goes out to the ROM hackers, because my goodness, that is a big undertaking. And shouts out, he was in chat a little bit earlier. His name is Simon Stoyanov Dev. He's the one that provided me with the base sprites, and then I made a couple little adjustments to the shinies. How did you get this mod? I made this. I didn't get this. I made it. There he is. Thank you so much, Simon. Yeah, Simon, dude, this is so difficult. I had no idea. Messing with palettes and all that stuff, my goodness. It was way more complicated than I thought it would be. Now, I was probably doing something completely wrong, but it's okay. Thanks, Kristen. Yeah, it was a blast. Imagine the final evo Brout just being a massive owl with palm. I'm thinking it's going to be like Eugene Levy owl. Currently shiny out taking Eevee and FireRed via soft reset method. Nice. Is it 1 in 8,000 odds? No, it's 1 in 512. I changed the odds to potentially get it before Pokopia comes out. Hey, female. Pump for Pokopia? Yeah, me too. Nice Team Rocket Ball. Thank you. It's actually for my buddy. I printed it over the weekend. You guys want to see something else that I printed over the weekend? I'm really stoked about it. I'm resetting for Squirtle. Got about 1,400 checks in so far. I'm wondering, am I doing it the fastest way? I feel like I am. I know that you can stand at the other side of the table so that Gary has to walk less, I guess, but how's it pretty going? A lot of fun. A lot of fun. No Brout. You guys know the Obsidian Flames promo card? Do you guys know which one I'm talking about? Didn't think of that. No, this is the fastest. Okay, yeah, yeah. If you stand up, I think if you go from over here, then I think Gary has to take one less step, so it's technically faster. Oh no, he still goes all the way. Never mind. Game coding's not that smart. What's up, Tristan? How you doing? Yeah, do you guys know what I'm talking about? Let me pull it up just in case. Obsidian Flame 044. Let's see. This one. Do you guys know that card? You guys seen that one before? So this goes up against a window like that, basically. The only thing I have left to do is fix the eyes. I printed them in blue and I didn't like the blue, so then I got a different color that I think I'm gonna like more. But yeah, it just goes up against the window and just kind of stares out. It's just kind of a cool little decorative thing, but I printed that, worked on that over the weekend. It turned out really nice, actually, like super nice. No, there's one for each starter in Gengar. Yeah, I want to work on the Gengar one. I think I'm going to work on the Gengar one this weekend. I just want to do some tests with it to get it absolutely perfect because it's got a lot of supports. So I got to test some stuff. Sell some merch. I would love to. The problem is that some of these designs, people own the rights to the designs and you have to pay for like their commercial tier in order to do it. It's kind of a bummer. That's not the case for all of them, but it is the case for a lot of them. But that's why I'm doing giveaways, because I'm technically not selling it, but I'm still offsetting some of the charge through Super Chats. So it works out. Doing the Charm Enter hunt? Nice. Did you see Elimination Chamber? No, I don't really watch wrestling. I learned how to model stuff too. My dad had me doing it when I was a dumb kid. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I'd have to learn a lot, and I barely have the time to 3D print, and that's something I just passively let happen. So, 327, nice shinies. But yeah, if I didn't have to buy the rights, how bizarre, I probably would be selling stuff on the channel, but that's very naive. How bizarre. Weren't we all? Weren't we all? Is a great question. How's everybody's weekend? What'd you guys get up to? I can't believe it's March already. It's like, it's light outside again. Normally at this time, it's still dark when I'm streaming, but not today. A lot of Squirtle checks. Nice. Made slow cooker beef stew. Awesome. I had a roast yesterday. I made a roast. Made a roast beef. Archer took 3 little steps? No way, dude. That's awesome. It's so exciting. Hey, what's up, Razzie Live? How you doing? I'd love to do a shiny mod where it's only shinies. I mean, it's not. That's possible. It's definitely possible. I could do it right now in this if I wanted to. Lots of leftovers for the week. Glad send some. Dude, do it. Saw my favorite customer. Lots of funny stuff happened. And at about 5:30 p.m., I started feeling myself again. So I'm super thankful. It's awesome. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know how to mod a Switch. I don't know if I would even try modding a Switch, to be honest with you. I think there's a lot that can go wrong. But if you're not connecting it to the internet, then there's really nothing you can do once you do it right. So yeah, you guys, this took about 8 hours to do. Pretty close to that. Pretty close to 8 hours. I'm sure like a smarter than me person could have figured it out much faster, but I honestly thought I wasn't going to be able to do this at all about Saturday night, so I'm excited that I actually have a chance to do it. So what are you playing on? This is just my This is just my Pokemon FireRed. So I had a huge milestone last night. Let's talk about it. It's nice trying out FireRed for the first time. I never got to play the older games years ago. Nice. It's really exciting. I bought it just because I eventually want to hunt Deoxys in it, but just got to get to the point of playing it again. I was gonna do something in this while we were playing, but or while we were streaming, but then I realized like I do plan on playing Pokopia on Thursday, or at least on Friday. I probably won't play it Thursday because I am gonna go get the game card of it. But you know, if I don't want to get into something, then have to stop. So I feel like this is pretty easy. It's why I adjusted the shiny odds a little bit. 512. We could still go way over odds, but it's not unheard of to get it a little earlier than that. So I have a lot to learn. Yeah. Luckily, Kanto is like pretty straightforward to get through, but can't wait till you unveil its evolution. Yeah, that'll be when I learn a lot more. Nothing yet. One thing I am not is a pixel artist. Pokemon Company was so cool that you have this. So smart, dude. So smart. So cool. Great move on their part. Razzie Ball back there. R for Razzie. That is what it stands for. I think it's a great short challenge to fill the week. I think so too. I think so too. Didn't play Let's Go, so I didn't know where to go when I played Leaf Green. Yeah, I don't know. Kanto's pretty linear. It's not that complicated. But there are still little things like having to go to the Pokemart in Viridian City to get the package to bring back to Oak if you're spamming A to get through everything. Like, you would never know to do that. Just all those things. They're always really clever with the starter names. They are. They are. The Brout Owl Sprout. The Brow Owl Sprout is pretty good. The Aqua Gecko is pretty straightforward. This modded, it is. Yep. Starter, parcel, balls. And then the Pomeranian Bonfire. No, this is Patrick. No, this is Patrick. That's true. My dad is Nintendo and gave me the Pombon copy of FireRed. It's like the Snyder cut, but it's the Pombon cut. It's the Pombon cut. All right, here we go. Next one coming up. Thanks everybody that's hanging out today. Super appreciate all y'all. No shiny Brout. Dude, 1,400 checks is a lot, looking at how slow these go. The Pokemon FireRed Pombon cut, or FRBC for short. The FRPC. BBC. Peanut butter cut. It's female. But she's green. She's green. She's not salmon. We're looking for a salmon Brout. Could be an awesome name for a Pombon. That's true. Be a real good name. Real good name. Spread it like peanut butter jelly. Do it like I owe you some money. Serious. That's a serious Brout. All right, this is check number 29. We've been going for almost a half hour. That's crazy. Ooh. Best bread and cheese combo for the perfect grilled cheese. Craft singles. You need a craft singles, but I'm also down with mixing other cheeses in there. But you need craft singles for that melty. And then best bread combo. I mean, for the perfect grilled cheese, I think you got to go with just like the OG. Like if we're talking about the OG, we're talking about like white bread and craft singles. We're the first one on YouTube to have a shiny Brout. It's true. Can't believe Gen 10's already out, right? Isn't that crazy, Ice Type? I wish Brout will have white and black shiny. Maybe. We don't know. Can this transfer to ZA? It can, but it can't transfer back. It cannot transfer back to Pokemon Sleep. It's Pokemon Sleep incompatible. It can transfer from this to ZA, but once it's in ZA, it cannot transfer back to Pokemon Sleep. That's the struggle that we're gonna have. Well, that's not true. It can. You have to throw that booty in a circle, and then I believe it unlocks Pokemon Sleep. Nice eyebrow there, perfect. Why would anyone joke about it? That's what I'm saying, training video. Some modded Switch or complete legal Game Boy Advance emulator. It's a completely legal Game Boy Advance actual cartridge. Nothing about this is illegal. I own every right to this game to modify and use it however I like, as long as it's not being redistributed, which it is not. Nothing that is happening here is outside of the confines of legality. So, did you get Gen 10 early? I did. My dad's a Nintendo. What's up, OND? How you doing? I think I read that. Anything looks good in black and white? It's true. Even zebras. I'm a sourdough and sharp cheddar guy, but melting right is hard. Now, listen, if we're going for like a bougie, if we're trying to like step up the bouge of a grilled cheese sandwich, then I'm going to change it up. Then we're going to look at nice thin slice sourdough, possibly even a rye or a marble rye if you're getting really crazy. And then we would look at like a mix of like a nice smoked Gouda, probably a little bit of extra sharp cheddar in there as well, and then maybe even like some. You could even do like a small amount of like Gruyere to make sure you get like that, you know, that stink. Giants, what's up, Ninjardle? How you doing? What's in your head? In your head, salami, salami, salami. Hey, hey, what's in your head? How about a shiny? Nope. She green, she green. I said hi. I dozed off. Hi again. Hello again. My wife's alarm didn't go off this morning, and normally hers goes off 10 minutes before mine. And I was like, what is happening here? Actually curious on what the shiny looks like. It's right on the screen, baby. You don't have to be curious. Do you have a song for every delicatessen food item? I do. Me and my friend have been talking about wins and waves. He's picking wins and Brout. I'm going to get waves and Pombon. Nice. It's nice how you don't need to reset the game, isn't it? My alarms don't want to work on Mondays. They don't. I don't want to work on Monday. I'm tired. Most of my coworkers, though, are in Israel, so they've had a wild weekend. Name it LeBron. As in the real ones, but you're right. That's what the shiny Brout would probably look like. Oh, yeah. The real ones? I don't know. What is this FireRed version? This is just Pokemon FireRed, but we're hunting the Gen 10 starters in it. Instead of hunting Squirtle and Charmander and Bulbasaur, which a million people on YouTube are doing right now. I wanted to do something a little bit different. Give you guys something different to look at. How? I did about 8 hours of work yesterday. I did a full day's work doing nonsense work, but there's a person who was in the chat. His name's Simon Stoyanov Dev, and he does some really cool ROM hack work. And he added the new Pokemon to his game, and so I asked him for the sprites, and then I spent a little bit of time yesterday just recoding Pokemon FireRed to have these as the starters, adjusted their palette so that there'd be shiny potential, and that's basically it. So we're not doing anything beyond shiny hunting because I don't have those kind of skills, but yeah. Would have been amazing if you changed the title screen to be an epic Pombon looking like a boss instead of Charizard. I really should have. So that's basically it. I just wanted to shiny hunt the Gen 10 starters. Brout's final Evo doesn't have a great beard. I'm going to be upset. Oh, it must. Hacking some love balls for me. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Are there love balls in this in Gen 3? I think there are, right? Okay, so we should get, in today's stream, we should get probably 160. Is it grass poison or grass flying? It's grass flying in this. In FireRed LeafGreen, there's just the standard 4 balls. Wow. Hefty. Must be a heavy weight to bear. You just have to waddle everywhere you go. Can you please inquiry of your dad when he plans on announcing the next Zelda game? I will. I'll give him a quick call. I'll give him a quick call and find out. I have a wagon. That makes sense. Thank you to whoever just subscribed. Super appreciate you. Welcome to the live stream. All right, let's check Brout. Brout not shiny. Brout not shiny. Just imagine. Here comes Hefty in his ball wagon again. Oh, God. All right, here we go. Shiny Brout coming up. Maybe. We'll see. In the website, it stated as just grass type. Interesting. Okay. I was the type of guy to instantly master ball Articuno's game. I hope I'm not the only one. Never. And you guys, there's Simon Stoyanov Dev. Give him some hype for creating the Gen 3 style sprites for these bad boys. Giving the potential to actually jump in here and start working on this a lot easier. I was thinking this was going to be an impossible undertaking. Turns out it was just a slightly possible undertaking. Is the shiniest fan-made or the official release version? The shiny is made by me. Fan-made. No official releases of anything yet. There are no official anything of anything. These are all just like slight predictions. What are the odds of getting a shiny Brout? Odds are 1 in 512. I modified the shiny odds to make it a little bit more palatable. If we don't get it by Wednesday, I might modify them even further and drop them down to 1 in 256. Which I actually just found out is the lowest that the odds can go in a Gen 3 game. Like, if you were to modify them without using a Game Shark code that everything is shiny, it's 1 in 256. What's funny is I actually prefer the sprite version of Brout over the actual model of Brout. Isn't that funny? Gecko's given Sobble. Dude, Gecko is just Lizard Terrapagos. That's all it is. Like, go look at it. It's just Terrapagos, but a lizard. That's all. It's like taking a turtle, turning it into a lizard. You guys want to see another thing I 3D printed? It was really an awesome print. But it turned out super well. And it will hold all of my Nintendo Switch games. Isn't that nice? I'm really excited about that one. That was a super solid, very clean print. I like when things like that happen. Yeah. Oh, Razzie, you were not here for the Charmander, were you? I printed the Obsidian Flames Charmander. I just have to fix the eyes right now. There needs to be some color in them. I just didn't like the color. But it goes up against your window and just stares out angrily at the birds. Just a little bird stare. Just a little grumpy. Little grumpy. Hang on. Yeah. They got too much stuff all over. But, yeah, just a little grumpy guy. Just a little grumpy guy. There's a Gengar of those. Yeah, I'm working on printing that one this weekend. What if they up the shiny stick and make rarities of shinies? Odds double or triple and produce them as even prettier. I think that it'll eventually happen. I think Alpha's kind of pretty close to that. How is this mod called? It's not a mod. It's just something that I made on my own. I mean, technically it is a mod, but it's not out for distribution. It is something I just made completely on my own. And it is exclusively for shiny hunting the starters. After that, everything is the same. Like, Brout is essentially going to evolve into Ivysaur. Like, that's what's going to happen. So this is just for the shiny hunt. That's it. Not a mod. Yeah, this is just for the shiny hunt of the 3 starters. That's all. My next Google how to make mods. Well, make an eyebrow joke. What's up, programmer? How you doing? Brout is literally Nicholas in Pokemon form. It is. That's what I'm saying. That's why we hunt in it. That's why we hunt. We hunt to find the Brout. We hunt for the Brout. Pombon recoloring was the hardest one for sure. I don't really like the shiny that I made, but it was hard. It was very hard to do. It was literally the best I could do was what we got. So when Gen comes out, will you color the brows green? You know what? I should do that. When Gen 10 releases, I should paint my face and my eyebrows and dye them. Dye them green. You should change your name to Brout. I really should. I should just change to Brout Hunts. Brout Hunts. The Pokemon really is quite energetic. What's the next thing you'll do after you get the shiny? Probably reset the game and play for the other ones. Try and get the other shinies. How do you feel about a Pokemon designer that saw one of your streams and thought eyebrow joke? Interesting. Eyebrow Pokemon. Eyebrow equals mon. Eyebrow equals mod. Eyebrow equals mon. And then that's what they decided on. Eyebrow equals mon. And then they created mon. You guys, I ran 15 kilometers on a treadmill yesterday, and it was miserable. And I have to run 10 today, but I don't know what's going to happen. Would you stick 2 leaves on your brows when Gen 10 comes out? When Gen 10 comes out, I will be 34 years old. I don't know what I'll do. I could be dead. I mean, honestly, we just don't know. That's the same thing I said about GTA 6. Like, I don't know. I could be dead by the time it comes out. It's still possible. What if the fully evolved Brout is just a giant flying eyebrow? Dude, what a great band. I remember seeing the high flying eyebrows back at Wembley in 2004. Bro has University of North Carolina status. Thank you. No shiny Brout. I'll be 38 when Gen 10 comes out. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know. It's not really that crazy. That's just life. But, yeah. In order for it to be crazy, I would have had to know how old you were before, which I didn't. So it's not really that crazy. Fish knocking out more chores. Have a good stream. Thanks for the laughs. Hey, have so much fun choring. Don't let anybody call you a chore. You're not a filthy, dirty chore, no matter what they say. Don't you listen to them. Bye, Kristen. The final Evo will just be called Browing 737, dude. I love it. Hopefully it doesn't go missing in Malaysia. Is it too early for those jokes? I really don't know what the statute of limitations is for jokes about MH Flight 370. Hey, what's up, Amber? How you doing? I suppose you could easily make a macro to do this, right? Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be that hard. The macro is a one-time use. It starts by resetting the game, hitting A, hitting B, hitting A, holding A and hitting A, holding B and hitting A, unless you can speed up the text. So holding B and hitting A. Yeah, I guess so. What ROM we playing? This is just FireRed LeafGreen, but I modified it yesterday to have the Gen 10 starters in it. Just for the shiny hunt. After the shiny hunt, they go away. So we're just hunting the shiny starters. Hefty, you know when you said that I'll be the first person on the internet to have a shiny Brout? While it won't be official, that technically will be true, though. Because you typically can't starter hunt. I'm imagining that's not changing. By time you do want to hunt the starters, the best possible odds you can have are 1 in 512 for a Masuda hunt. And so since this is technically a 1 in 512 starter hunt, by time I have this and have found it, I will be the first person on YouTube to technically have a shiny version of a Pokemon in a game called Brout. We get a little complicated. It gets a little muddy. It gets a little muddy, but you know, we muddy the waters a bit, and here we go. Are you considering getting FireRed LeafGreen now that Deox is confirmed? I did. I bought FireRed. I bought FireRed, so eventually I'll play it on stream, and I'll be doing Deoxys resets on my LeafGreen copy. That's kind of my plan. Hey, what's up, Bernie? How you doing? Ba ba da 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 da. Do you have other starter samples of shinies? I do. All three of them have shiny potential. All three of them can be shiny. I'm just starting with Brout. Ba-da-da. What? How? I feel like something isn't right here. Let's talk about it, Sasha. What don't you feel is right? I'm a good therapist. We can talk about this in great detail. You're looking clean. Thank you. It's just back to its growth stages. Good job at growing hair. Thank you. Trying to shiny Charmander for my game so I can start my game. Nice. What game is this? This is Pokemon FireRed. Pokemon FireRed. Pokemon Red is on fire. Pokemon FireRed. Pokemon Red like a fire truck. Fire like the fire that the fire truck has put in. How is Brout in FireRed? Listen, sometimes the Lord works in mysterious ways. Other times, the shinies spends 8 hours modifying the game. How do you have the Gen 10 starters? I modified the game to replace the starters with starters of Gen 10, and now I'm shiny hunting said starters. And now we're hunting for those said shiny starters. Yeah. I'm curious to think what other option you thought was happening, though.
Something doesn't add up. If FireRed how Browt, thoughtful face emoji.
How Brout? How Brout? Hey, shiny Brout! We got it! Ladies and gentlemen, the first person on YouTube to have themselves a shiny Brout. Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, we have found a gentle-natured shiny Brout. It is done. It is done. Shiny Brout. Wow. Not even out yet. Oh my God, Gary. It's not? That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. All right, let's go see. Now, the other thing I don't have is I don't know how to design set. We're seeing the back of the sprites. So when we get into a battle, it's just going to be the front of the sprite looking at us. Let's just say Brout's a little confused guy. He just is here for his moment. Brout's just here for his little moment. Oh, never mind. That's just a Bulbasaur. You know what I mean? Let's just start. Oh, you didn't see that. No, you saw that. Oh, you didn't see that. That's just a Bulbasaur. That's just a Bulbasaur. It's just simply a Bulbasaur. All right. Here we go. Time to hunt Gecqua. So many bugs in these games, they're disgusting. Brout got a wild back sprite. All right, there we go. Back sprite was my... Oh my God, you guys are just killing it. You guys are killing the game right now. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, let's see. Did we do it? No, not shiny. All right, let's get this started over. Let's hang on. We're gonna just reset this. Gonna go up to 1. Oh man, I gotta go get the shiny Brout sprite. Hang on. Let me go Brout sprite, or not Brout. Let me go get the other one. This is gonna take some time. This is gonna take some freaking time. Let's see. Desktop, streaming tools, Hex Maniac Advanced. Desana on you, Desana on the cow. How are you restarting the game that fast? I don't know. I'm not even doing anything. Did I really not fix the back sprite? Come on. Come on, Bob. Hang on. This is just ignorant. I have to restore all items. Oh my God, what did I just do? I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. What am I looking for? Let me just see if I can fix this. This is fun. Import. What am I looking for? What am I doing here, you guys? What are we even doing here? There we go. Now I fixed it. Now I fixed it. Now it's all fixed. Now it's beautiful. Now it's beautiful. Let's see. What was the other thing? Oh, yeah. I was going to go get the Gecqua sprite. The shiny Gecqua. Gecqua shiny. Okay. All right. There. Now we're in good shape. Hey, what's up, Joyce? Okay, here we go. Why is the picture one of the Gen 10 starters? Because we're hunting the Gen 10 starters. We're doing exactly what it says in the description. Exactly. Not a single thing about this is incorrect. I'm in Pokemon FireRed, and I'm shiny hunting the Gen 10 starters. That is what's happening right here in this moment. Gecqua. Not shiny. All right, let me change our sprites so that we don't have shiny poopy doopy up here. I'm gonna put in now. This one's not gonna be as high quality because I didn't have time to actually design it. But you guys will make it through. You guys will make it through. All right, here we go. Yeah, the Gen 10 game came out a whole 22 years ago, right? Just a whole 22. All right, here we go. All right, so now I'm going to go and we're going to change this to be the Gecqua shiny. There we go. There's a little Gecqua. Ooh. Still got a little bit of a background to deal with. Shiny Gecko is nice and purple. Tones of purple. Purple tones. Blurple tones. Still hunting for my shiny Charmander. Nice. Blurple tones. Blurple Joan. You playing at full odds? No, 1 in 512. I love the mighty blurp tones. Me too. Mighty blurple tones. That's just the impression that I get. Okay, well, what the heck? Canva, what are you doing? Oh. There we go. All right, now let's fix this up. All right, now I can fix this. There we go. All right, here we go. Been busy all weekend. Missed your reactions to them. What do you think it presents? It was good. Carly said it better than I've ever heard it said, which is most of it could have been an email, but it was good. Yeah, I don't know. Wasn't too bad. All right, here we go. All right. There, I like that we got shiny Brout. Are you printing anything right now? No, I actually don't have the printer running today. It's the first day that I have not had the printer running, really, since I bought it. I just had a lot going on. Couldn't think of what I wanted to print. I want to do a Gengar print, but it's going to take about 2 days, so I just want to get prepped. But I got to start printing some Lugia and some Rayquaza today. You want to give a nickname to Gecqua? Did they make evolutions for you guys in this mod? First off, they is me. I am the one who made this. And there are not evolutions for it. This is literally just for starter shiny hunting. I do not have the skills required to create the other options. When it comes out, I'm going to wall hack and just go catch a Gengar. Sweet. I mean, it is out, though. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Go wall hack, baby. No, it's not your fault. I'm just bad. I just don't have art skills. I have fart skills. If you should do more of this mod, you should add the cries. I actually don't know where I would do it at. I was thinking about doing it yesterday. I was gonna Razzie, this is what I was gonna do. All right, you ready? I was gonna start with Brout, which is just gonna go Brout. That was gonna be Brouts. That's all it does. It just goes Brout. And then I was gonna do Gecqua, which was just gonna go just something like that, just like a nice little like do. And then I was going to go over to Pombon and it was just going to go, oh yeah. I forgot to do it, but I was going to try it. So that by the time we got to that one, you guys were like, I wonder what Bonbons is. And then it just does that. I had the whole thing baked in, but then I ran out of time. It would have been really funny though. It would have been really stupid. Would have been really stupid. Brout. Hey, take care, Dash. Pokemon better get you on Gen 10 for the Pombon. That's what I'm saying. Let me do Pombon's Cry. You know how I've been hunting Dratini and Legends of the A? I do. I'm aware. What in the Gecqua? What's up, Accelerate? How you doing? I am the first person on YouTube with a shiny Pombon. Or with the shiny Brout. I'm so skilled. You think Brout is short for Brussels sprout? I think it might be. I think it might be. The Sprout of Brussels. The Sprout of Brussels. Gecqua. I bet you could make it like that. Ha ha. That's actually a pretty good cry. Is it freezing where you are? It was yesterday. I haven't been outside today. It's supposed to get warm though. Hope we don't get another Sobble. You got Brout shiny? I did get Brout shiny. I did get the Brout shiny. 65 total checks. Now we're on to Gecqua. Well, that was actually really nice, and not that I can enjoy it. Just take a bunch of fart breaks. I'm currently trying the same with Charmander 3 hours later. Spike West is going to take you a long time. I know that people get like smoke breaks at work, but I feel like we should get fart breaks. Wait, Natasha, you were sick? You were sick? I'm on a fart break now? Good. I want Gecko to have dark blue turn white for the shiny, kind of like Litten. I don't hate it. I was trying to think about what would Nintendo possibly do. This one was actually courtesy of Simon. Simon was the one that did the sprite for this one. I changed it for Brout and Pombon. Pombon was really hard. Pombons look like a good task. I'm telling you right now, it looks like the dog's breakfast. It's terrible. Natasha, I didn't even know that you were sick. That probably explains why we never got first in Fortnite yesterday. Because normally you have to carry me. It's freezing here, -17? Jeez. No, it's not that cold. I hope not. I got a long run today. I got a 10K on top of my 15 yesterday. Then finally I get a rest day tomorrow. My goodness. Feel like I never get to rest. But it's good. I'm surprised they didn't announce the event mons in the presents. Gen 10 has me reasonably excited. I hope they don't screw it up. Hey, they got plenty of time to screw it up. Plenty of time to not screw it up, though. So I think we got to be happy about it. Looking for lunch. Simon, thank you so much, buddy. I'm super stoked that I was able to do this. Super appreciate you. And now we're in a good position where I have already gotten one of the shinies. So there we go. I know it's not 81.92 odds like it is in Fire Red, but like I said, they're going to shiny lock the starters because they always shiny lock the starters. So now I get to do myself some cool stuff. Thank you so much, Spike West, for the sub. Eyebrows built like the holding hands. Nice. I'm not sick, but I'm a cold sneaking up on me though again. Oh man. Hope you're able to just get it out. Really, so they didn't mention the event mons in the direct, and also crazy there's no ZA home news unless I missed it. No, there hasn't been anything. Gen 10 can drop in January 2027. It's not impossible. I think like there's never been a mainline drop that wasn't a third in the series that came out in January or anything other than November. What game is this? Pokemon FireRed. They started shiny and locking the starters in Sword and Shield. Yes. They started shiny locking the starters in Sword and Shield. That's correct. Sword and Shield. Well, technically, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And then they shiny unlock them for BDSP. And then they shiny lock them for Gen 9. And they shiny lock them for ZA. ZA Home News got leaked for when drops. Don't know if y'all want to know because leaks are iffy. Yeah, talk about it. Hey, what's up, Hatim? How you doing? Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Let's see, Joyce, if you're still here, I'll tell you what temperature it is. FireRed and ZA Home drop at the same time in spring? I mean, yeah, that I figured would happen. I didn't know if there's an actual date. I figured that they would drop at the same time. Doesn't make sense to have to do 2 updates. I don't think that makes sense at all. What am I looking for? Ladies, gentlemen. Oh, yeah, weather. That's right. Oh, the weather outside is weather. No, it's, Oh, wait, that's Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's cold here. It's going to be warm later this week, though. Let's see. What's up, the news, Silverhawk? How you doing? Do you think they have a remake of Gen 5 or Gen 2 to be released this year? No mainline games till Gen 10? I don't know. I mean, if they shadow drop something, I'd be pretty stunned. But it's all... Okay, so if Pokemon Winds and Waves is not coming out until November of 2027, there will definitely be some release happening. The new Silverhawk, do you recognize me? I don't think I do. Pokemon would never shadow drop a game, bro. There's no shot. I mean, it's not impossible. You have to remember that this started the 30-year anniversary of Pokemon. It's not like that was the conclusion of it. That was the commencement of it. So now that the 30th has commenced, I think that it's totally possible that more and more things happen. I don't think that, like, we have to look at that as the end-all, be-all announcement. I feel like Champion's kind of bridging gap between right now and Gen 10. Does FireRed count as a shadow drop? Kind of. It was just like a short-term announcement. Honestly, I don't think that Champions is going to be what they're looking, or what we're looking for, honestly. Like, if you don't battle, who knows? Nintendo Switch Online getting a game too that people love? Yeah, they're getting the sequel, though, which I think is really strange. Went all the way back in the live to see the Brout. Nice. It was very exciting. Now we've moved on to Shiny Gecqua, since we did find Shiny Brout. Was Ultra Sun and Moon first on the Switch? No, it was on 3DS. Is Bro Shiny into the new starters? Yes. Bro is. Feel like Pokemon want more of our money between now and Winds and Waves? Definitely. Definitely, as they should. Let's say that you had a group of people who perpetually gave you money for things, and all you had to do was put out something that they thought was going to be the next best thing, even if it wasn't. You'd keep putting things out. Of course you would, because people keep giving you money. I mean, if someone gave me money every time I tooted, I would toot all the time. You know what I mean? Right now, people just give me dirty looks. Sorry, dude. I didn't know how long this elevator was going to take. I thought it'd be faster. Jess with a nifty. Thank you so much for the nifty gifty. Jess going to accelerate. Nice. Snipey snipe. Now toot. Now kid. You could get me to draw the starter evolutions. Nah, once I'm done with this, I'm done. This was just a fun little stream. Same week type announcement for Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. It's true. Pretty sure we'll get RC at some point in time. I hope we don't. I really hope we don't. The toot, scoot, and boogie. But you need to fart, though. It's not healthy to keep it in. That's true. 3% is gross, Jess. You're not even Dilk today. You might as well have stayed in Dilk bed with your Dilk sheets. One Emerald, just the potential for the Mew event. Yeah, true. True. That's fair. I did toot. You just couldn't hear it. If you did toot, stop it. Stop it. I said if. I mean, that's true. I said I would toot all the time, though. So I wouldn't stop tooting. What is the Pokeball giveaway? So, I have myself a 3D printer. And basically, I can print any Pokeball. Like this. And sometimes, I can print slightly fancier Pokeballs. Like this Poliwhirl Pokeball that's going to my good friend Hefty. And so, every time we hit every time we hit $100 in donations on the stream, we do a super Pokeball giveaway. Will we do Dynamax Adventures anytime soon? I don't know. Playing Pokemon Winds and Waves, which version? This is Pokemon Winds and Waves FireRed version.com.ca. One play for today is work on Leaf Green and try the big arch for the first time. Basically 2004 for me, Pokemon at McDonald's. Nice, brother. That's awesome. I honestly, I don't know. I want to be more excited about FireRed and Leaf Green's release, but I'm just really not. It's just not really, it just doesn't really, I don't know. I think the release is too close to Pokopia, and my mind's already set on that, and I don't really feel like playing this game over again. Pokemon FireRed Pombon Deluxe Canada version, Nintendo Switch 2 version. That's it. It's just the original version. V1.1. Actually, V1.0. The update's coming out today. Just shining to FireRed, playing FireRed to 100% multiple years ago. Nice. We have so much Pokemon to play this week. It's true. I don't know if Pokopia is doing a midnight release or not, but that will determine whether I stream it on Thursday or Friday. Because I am going to buy the game. I'm not going to get the digital version. Or maybe I should get the digital version. Pokopia, I don't really consider to be in the mainline series. It's more like a mystery dungeon style, I think I'm going to just get it on... I'll get it digitally, and then we'll play it on Thursday. Is the game modes right now? Yes. Oh, what did I do? Oh my god, I have a button that I created to reset it for me. I'm crazy. I've been doing the hard reset. I didn't realize that I have that. That's awesome. That's awesome. New Rotom form is kind of cool. It is. Got Shiny Dratini yesterday. It was alpha. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Nice. I can't believe I had a quick button the whole time. I had a quick button the whole time. And I'm just sitting here soiling myself on live TV. Crazy. Crazy. You know what I did this weekend? I played Rock Band. And Rock Band 2. It was really great. It's been a long time since I played Rock Band. Hopefully get the Snorlax variant, other game, home champion. Be sweet. Be very cool. I love Rock Band 1 and 2 and 3. Rock Band 1 wasn't that good. Well, no. Rock Band 1 was great. Rock Band 1 was great. It didn't play very well on my TV. I think it's so old that it didn't play really well on my TV, so that, even after syncing it, it was still oh, this is bad. It was really bad, especially because, I knew the songs. So, the audio was playing before the video was actually, or, the things actually registering, and it was a lot. It was a lot. It just did not do what I wanted to do. Then you get into Rock Band 2, and it's basically perfect. So it was awesome. Rock Band 2, though, fantastic. I still have my Wii drums. Nice. My Wii drum board. Hefty, I thought you were taught back in Catholic school not to mess with those Wii drum boards. Speak to ghosts. I think I'm gonna go now. I think I'm a clone now. I think I'm a clone now. Hefty, how do you feel about the fact that the first and last song played on MTV was Video Killed the Radio Star? 117 votes on the poll and only 32 likes. If you can do that, you can absolutely double tap your screen. 117 votes on the poll. Y'all are crazy. Rock Band 2 had Paramore. It did. The drums on that is very fun.
Thank you.
I'm at 5,643 resets. We'll both get it today, bro.
Yes, we will. Morel, thank you so much for the $1.99. Let's get some hype in the chat for Morel or Moral or Morel. Good luck on whatever it is that you're hunting. I don't know which one of the starters you're going for, buddy, but good luck. Hope you get it. Thank you for the super chat. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Gecqua is blue. So, Joyce. So, Platchtoner. Charmander, nice, brother. Good luck. Get her done. You know how Psy was popular in 2010? Yeah, it's Gangnam Style. I love me some Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Nom nom. I remember one time Mystic Korea got mad at the way that Americans pronounce Gangnam Style. I'm like, well then, use easier words. I don't know. See what the Pombon looks like in this real quick? Pombon! Anyang. Oh yeah, okay, Decadooey lady. Yeah, exactly. Decadooey. One of my favorite parts of the music video for Gangnam Style is when he's screaming in the butts. I could watch Psy scream in the butts forever. So I just discovered Sky. He's like, Mom, look at this new K-pop song. I love it. I love it.
You're the best boss.
Yo, Spike West, thank you so much. How did you get Gen 10 so fast? My dad's Nintendo. My dad, my father, he is Nintendo. Bonbon. I'm his dad. It's true. Natasha is dad. Natasha is daddy. That's true. Daddy Natty. That's what they call her. They call her old Daddy Natty. What if I just started doing like a Trump impression about Natasha's nickname? Daddy Natty. That's what they call her. All right. Daddy Natty, I'm down. Why are you looting? No, the shiny's terrible. It's now learning to dance to gentlemen and making me learn too. I love it.
Thank you.
Peak Gen 10 starters. Team Pombon.
Team Pombon. Thank you so much, Amorel EXE, for the $2 super chat. Let's get some hype in the chat. Petition for the official team names to be the Brout Brigade, the Pombon Platoon, and the Gecko Guild. Petition. What are the final Evo? I don't know. Gopal Goswami. I'm not sure yet. I'm looting for a shiny. I just can't believe it's taking me this long to play Fortnite on my PC. Like, what's wrong with me, dude? Who just sits on their couch and plays Xbox when you have this machine, this powerhouse? It was so much more fun playing in 180 FPS. What's even happening? Joyce, has he seen Psy screaming into the butts yet? If you have not shown him Psy screaming into the butts, make sure he sees Psy screaming into the butts. Please try to evolve. Nah, it just evolves into Bulbasaur. Or it just evolves into Ivysaur. And this just evolves into Wartortle. And Pombon just evolves into Charmander. I only did the starters. How you do this? Me want to do this? I took the sprites. I added to those sprites so that they had a proper palette file. I brought those into a program called Hex Maniac Advance. And I edited the hex code of my copy of FireRed to include the Gen 10 starters. And then I had to work with the palettes that I was given to customize the sprites themselves. It's very hard. It's very hard. It was 8 hours of work. I edited the hex out of it. I sure did, dang it. Thank you and good night, Hefty. Ladies and gentlemen, snaps. Snaps are hefty. Snaps are hefty. You guys can't even hear the snaps. I can't believe how fast Brout shined. Only 65 checks for shiny Brout. 65 eggs, basically. This is essentially just Masuda hunting. We've talked about it before, but it's basically Masuda hunting. Oh, yeah, sorry. It's Masuda hunting. I'm sorry, Hefty. I was actually just Masuda hunting this one. Morel, membering up. Thank you so much for joining the 512s, buddy. Appreciate you. Hype in the chat. It baby. Hefty, I kept saying it baby to my cat last night. Just looking at her, I was going, it baby. She is baby. Is this not shiny locked? No. No. Shinies were never shiny, or starters were never shiny locked until Gen 8, till Sword and Shield. Since they've shown all his friends are screaming at the butts, I'm telling you, you gotta just look at the screaming at the butts. They wouldn't shiny lock Gecqua? Yeah, come on. How could you shiny lock Gecqua? Nobody puts baby in the corner. It baby! That's what I say when I point to the corner. Female. Female. Eels. That Squirtle is raising some eyebrows. That Squirtle certainly is, Artemis. What are the colors of the shinies? The purple that you see on screen is the color of the shiny. How much would you pay to see your friend Chris scream at butts? I would pay so much money to see him Gangnam Style scream at butts. My goodness. I would pay so much money. I would pay so much money to see Chris just scream at a butt. Buttersnaps, how we doing? Good to see you. What's the last candy you ate and how much did you eat? I had Twix bar. I had Twix bar, and I had one package of Twix bars. I don't know if you're considering that candy. If you're talking about like hard candy, if you're talking about hard just like candy, I had some gummy bears a couple weeks ago. 13 gummy bears. Let's go. Do I get mod now? No, unfortunately not. How did you decide how they would look shiny? I don't know. I just kind of like played around with some palettes and figured out the one that I liked the most, and then I went with that. Me too, welcome back. This one was actually not created by me, though. This one was created by someone on Reddit that was kind enough to give me this sprite and the other sprites, but I customized the shinies for the other two because I ran into issues with some of his that he did, but it's neither here nor there. I have a 3-pound bag of Twizzlers staring at me since Christmas. I have yet to open it. We're going to throw money at him today. There's no chance that if I give Kem any amount of money that he is going to scream at a butt. But the money I would pay. I had a Reese's egg, the actual egg shape. That's a good feeling. It's a real good feeling when you get the actual Reese's egg. It's a real good feeling. I'll do it for free. Why are we even paying Chris? Natasha's right here. Natty Daddy's gonna scream at a K-pop butt. Val said she'll do it. Listen. Wait, what Gecqua? What Gecqua? No shiny Gecqua. What time is it where you're at? 8:20 in the morning. Technically 8:19, but I rounded up. 8:19. How do you even know if it's shiny? By the way that it is. On this screen, if it's shiny, it'll be shiny. It'll have a little star and the color will change. How does it look like? Like the purple down you see down in the bottom left-hand corner. My questions are infinite. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. Ba ba da dum ba da dum bum. I just got no Brout shiny. I already got Brout shiny at 65 resets. If you go look earlier on the stream, I got Brout at 65 or 64. I think it was 64. It might have been 65. I don't know. Something like that. Spike West, you got me. What game is this? Pokemon FireRed. Hefty quick. Tasha. Hefty quick. I need you to go to ChatGPT or Gemini or something. I need you to go and I need you to illustrate a scallion like a green onion wrapping. Man, you is the Brout, just not green. Thanks, Dusty Prig. Appreciate you. Is it modded? Demon Lord, like at a certain point in time, man, we gotta just start to critically think here. What do you think? Change the shiny odd for these. Why wouldn't you change them to a lot less? Well, because what's the fun in that? 512 is still a pretty reasonable shiny hunt. 512 is still very reasonable. You know, it's because I'm not one of you TikTok generation kids. My attention span is longer than 5 seconds. So if I got to put some work into something, I can still do it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Got to put a little effort in. A little E for effort. A little A for effort. You TikTokers. You TikTokers with your fancy, like, swipes. Your fancy scrolling. You got to ask yourselves a question. Did my thumb or my feet move further today? When Gen 10 released, I think Brout will be your starter. I just can't prove it. Oh, Paul Clarence, is it ever going to be my starter? Oh, wait, hang on. I got a Rapscallion coming in. Nice. Thank you for the Rapscallion. You like Gecqua more than Pombon and Brout? No, I don't. Pombon Cry will be an entire song. I can't wait. Do you know any ROM hacks for Game Boy and NES that says Pokemon up to Gen 9 or gimmicks like Terra Stylization, G-Max, or Mega? I'm pretty sure Radical Red does, as well as something Emerald. Brout will have the coolest Evo. I think so too. I'm your generation. My thought process would get your clips and go back to shiny living decks. Yeah, I mean, come on. We're just having fun here. That shiny living decks ain't going anywhere. 55 burgers, 55 fries. Does mod have mid and... No, it doesn't. It's literally just the starter shiny hunt. Pokemon Quetzal does. It's Game Boy Advance ROM Hack Emerald. There you go. Pokemon Quetzal. Put my brain in a Quetzal pretzel, is what they say. How long you been doing this? An hour and 24 minutes. We got Shiny Brout at 65 encounters, and now we are 57 into Shiny Gecqua. Thanks, Demon Lord. All right, Joyce. We'll just be chilling. Fun? Fun? One thing I will say, though. Modifying and putting in the Gecqua into the whatever's into this game and shiny hunting them has made me realize, unfortunately, how pointless all of this is. Like, I knew it was pointless at the beginning, but now I'm sitting here like, oh yeah, this is like for real nonsense. Does Radical Red have difficulty settings to make it easier? I don't know. We're clip farming. We're just clip farming. Cut that, cut that, cut that, cut that, cut that. Man realizes that pixels have no meaning. What did they do to us? I'm just having some serious right now. Anybody want to come over and have some serious? I'm looking to have some serious with some consenting adult. Thanks, Hefty. Do you know a safe place to download mods like this? I do not. I don't play ROM hacks or mods. Most serious I've ever looked. Just crushing it. Crushing the Seriosity. It's a really difficult hack. It might be. I'm not sure. But I think part of the fun is that it's difficult. Love the beard. Thanks, Demon Lord. I think part of the fun of a ROM hack or of anything is that it is difficult and they require you to like think. You can't just like button mash and pound your way through it. You literally say in your requirement to speak that it's a mod? Yeah, exactly. I say it right there. I don't play ROM hacks or mods, he says. I said I don't play them. I make them and I experience them for like a day. I don't play, I experience. Experience all. 8 hours of editing, 2 hours of China. Could have been at Deoxys by now. You must really not want to play these games again. Kanto fatigue. 8 hours of challenging my brain is what we'll call it. You made this ROM hack? Kind of. I didn't even check it. You guys are distracting me. No, I mean, I didn't. It's not necessarily even a ROM hack. Basically, I took the starters and I replaced their pixels and their design with other pixels and designs. Oh my god. What is happening? I took the starters, I replaced their pixels and their designs with the pixels replaced the sprites of the starters with the sprites of the Gen 10 starters. I changed the coding of the words that you see like this. I changed the name so it's not Squirtle, it's Gecqua. And then I did some modifications with the palettes to make sure that the colors and the sprites and stuff look normal. I'm not a ROM hacker. I learned how to do this yesterday. It was difficult. I will never be doing it again. It's not my speed. Bye, Daddy Natty. Take care. Talk to you soon. What's your favorite Pokemon game? Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Heart Gold, or Pokemon Crystal? Any of those three. Breeze. I didn't know Gen 10 starters were released. Yeah, they came out, or they were announced on Friday. I know that I'm actually fairly new to Pokemon games due to being broke, but now I have an emulator. I realize Gen 5 is very fun knowing there are better games. Typing and even actual... Oh, man, I forgot to... Hang on. I forgot to update my thing. Hold up. I gotta start remembering to do this. I gotta ask my coworkers a funny question. What should I do? What's a good question to ask somebody? What's an unpopular, let's see, ask them if they, oh man, this is gonna be tough. What's an unpopular opinion you refuse to back down from? There we go. How about we, oh dude, I can't do that. Hey, what's up, Crystal? How you doing? What was your first Pokemon game? Pokemon Yellow. Real Pokemon Eevee, what's going on? Ask them if toilets are round or oval. It's not an either or. There are round toilet seats and then there are oval toilet seats. Some of them are way better than others. I'm not talking about the toilet. I'm talking about the toilet seat. Or am I talking about the toilet? I'm talking about the toilet. I'm not, well, I guess I'm technically talking about both. There are round toilets and then there are oval toilets. There are not, it's not like there's one standard toilet and you have to decide if it's one of those two. Not sure about Gen 10 yet. That's good. You got like 2 years to learn all about it. That's why we're hunting the Gen 10 starters right now, to get ahead of it. Having a round seat on an oval toilet sounds like a bad idea. Agreed. I got a square one. People have square toilets. Name a Pokemon whose religion is explained by his name. I don't think that exists. Oval is round, but round is not oval. It's true? True? Gecqua. Forgot to soft reset FireRed LeafGreen on Switch. Nice. And if you have yourself a macro controller, it gets even easier. Six, 7. Kangaskhan, I don't understand why. Whose religion is explained by his name. I don't understand it. How do you know how many starters? LOL, is this a ROM? No, this is Patrick. Pombon looking like a bowling ball? It does. It literally looks like a stupid Pomeranian. Khan is a Muslim surname. You can search it. I mean, Genghis Khan wasn't Muslim. Ahmed Khan from Backyard Baseball wasn't Muslim. Brout looks like Rowlet and Torchic. It does. What's up, King BLF? How you doing? Bacon and grilled cheesy. Shere Khan was a tiger. Your eyebrows look like the Mario logo. Thank you. That's very nice. Gecqua. Ba ba da da ba da ba. Oh, the biggest of stretches are sometimes the best ones. What's your B-Day Pokemon? Mine was Wo-Chien. I know what to name Brout if I end up picking him. What's it going to be? Should I get Pokemon Pocopia? I mean, do you have the money to do it? Can it be linked to what you're playing so others can't, please? Nope, Shane, I can't. I will not distribute this. New Pokemon games don't give the fun or experience the old ones did, then the new ones feel like they lack something. It's true. David Nicola. Oh, dude, so easy. You sure Genghis Khan was a Jehovah's Witness? Dude, he might have been. That's a shame. No, it's just illegal. So I'm not gonna risk my channel or a C&D. Hey, what's up, Jacalian? How you doing? But I will tell you, with a little bit of time, energy, and effort, you too could make your own version of this. That's what I did earlier. If you search for a cassette monster, you'll see a monster called Pombon looking similar to Pombon, but it came before it. Han Noonien Singh was a genetically modified superhuman. Look at that. Little GMSH. All right, here we go. Gecqua check number 73. It's the fact that Gary has to also check his that makes me upset. No shiny Gecqua. On to the next one. Gecqua check number 74. Ba-ba-ba-lum. Which that looks like a Pomeranian named Pombon or other variation is such a unique concept. Truly. I looked up Pombon. It's similar in that it is based on a dog. Yes. I love it when similar creatures are based on similar creatures. Sassy, I need to chill. I wonder what Sassy's doing. I don't remember the last time she went live. Probably like 2 years, honestly. Gecqua. Thank you, everybody, so much for the subscribers today. We've got 8 new subs. Super appreciate that. We're just 3 away from 8180, which makes us just 23 away from 8200. Pokemon, the company that already has thousands of monsters divine, made a design similar to some different monster someone else made. I know, dude. Crazy. Just stealing ideas. Stealing ideas. I can't believe that God-based dogs off of things like Arcanine and Growlithe. Brows are going back to the face. Oh my God, Lori.
Oh good. The brows are going back to the face.
Lori, thank you so much for the $2 make y'all. Let's get some hype in the chat. You guys, we are at 81.94% of our goal towards Fire Red. You guys are crushing it. So much energy. It's probably just normal energy. It feels so good to feel like a normal person. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. How God made salamanders when Charmander's right there. I know, dude. What was God doing? Stealing from Pokemon Company. Freaking God. Freaking stealer. Couldn't he just stuck with like aliens? Gecqua. Here we go. Check number 79. Or no, I guess technically 78. Never mind. 78. God, stupid idiot. Freaking stupid idiot. It's pretty good. Pretty good wake up. Pretty good yawn count. They already made a modded game with the new gen? No, I just made this. I put the Gen 10 starters into the starter positions of this game. So all there are the starters. That's it. Just Fire Red with changed starters. It is quite thick. It is like a little foxtail. Gecqua. Da-da-la, da-da-la, da-la. May up your own shiny sprite or is the legit shiny color? No, there's no shiny announced yet, so I just made my own shiny sprite on what I thought it might look like. We actually already got shiny Brout at 65 checks, so I guess 145 checks ago. Kind of cool, actually. Tell me it's purple or teal. Not Brout. Brout is like a nice, like, red, pink salmon. Have the new Gen Stars evolutions been announced yet? No, they have not. No, just the starters themselves. I would bet we won't see an announcement about the actual stuff till like October of this year. Gecko, yeah, Gecko's. You can see Gecko shiny right down there in the bottom left corner where the number's at. You're not able to see it. Let me know. I can move it, but that the purple that you're seeing is the shiny that I made for Gecko. Technically, this one was made by Simon, but yeah. Simon's a legend, dude. Simon said, and I listened. I really hope that Gecko's real shiny. I agree. Grass starter looks like Rowlet and the Angry Birds dude made. Agreed. Can you show me Brout? Yeah, I'd go back and if you go back and stream, you can see it like live on the show. Probably back about an hour or so, I would say, if you scroll back. That's what it's all about. What have we learned from Brout? If you have good eyebrows, you'll be called an Angry Bird. It's true. All right, there we go. So I like it so much better. I do too. What's up, Amada? How you doing? What's up, Jerry? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Gecqua. So 41st season of Rank Battles Scarlet Violet will start April 31st, and then they're ending updates. There will be no final ranking rewards for season 41, so why not stop at 40? What? What the heck? Okay, that's unnecessarily stupid, Hefty. I just want Pombon to stay on all fours, even through evolution. Wow. My goodness. Family-friendly stream. Grow up. Yeah, same here. We'll see if it happens, though. Doesn't evolve into Pombon Jovi? Dude. Can you imagine if Pombon just evolved into Pombon Jovi? I just got Shiny Squirtle. Nice, dude. Congrats. How many resets did it take? You should post a picture in our Discord. It's in Let's Go Pikachu. That makes more sense. Congrats. That's awesome. That's actually a tough one. It's actually a really tough one. Spawn rate's really low. Here we go. Thought about getting Let's Go, but couldn't decide which one. They're the exact same, other than do you want an Eevee or a Pikachu? And there's like a handful of Pokemon, but I don't know. I think Eevee has the better selection of Pokemon, but they're literally the same game. You could play both of them at the same time, holding the same or holding two different controllers, and I almost guarantee that you would not be like, you would not be super far behind. I bet it would match up almost perfectly. Even with encounters, I bet it would match up almost perfectly. Especially because you can avoid things. Like you could probably do it. Just get both. I've seen them as discounted as like $19 each. They go way cheap. And you can find those usually on Marketplace for like nothing. Like people get rid of those. 167 votes on the poll is crazy. 167 people have floated on through here. Did you get it? We got Browt. We've not gotten Gecqua yet. We got Brout at 65 total checks. Slow down, Vegeta Brow. What's up, J614? How you doing? Is 614 your area code? Do you have your username on YouTube, your first name plus your area code? Some mod for the new games. The Evos aren't confirmed. Oh my god, you guys. I took the starters from FireRed. I removed them and I replaced them with the sprites for the starters in Gen 10. This does not have evolutions. It's not even it's barely a ROM hack. It's more like a ROM replacement. And I'm just doing it for shiny hunting. I'm so glad I blocked you on YouTube. Will is not my real name. Cool. I'm glad you're still thinking about me, whoever you are. I haven't thought about you once. Yeah, so I don't know. I wanted to... That is not shiny Gecko. How do you know? How do you know? How do any of us know, Typhoon? Just asking, just joined? Oh, I'm not mad at you. Listen, Joker Jokestar. Joker Joestar. I could never be mad at you. I could never be mad at you. I always think about you. Thanks so much, buddy. What's up, Pokédog? How you doing? All right, let's see. What do we got? I think shiny Gecko will be red. No, it's impossible. It's impossible. Shiny God, listen, I don't know what to tell you. I was just given those good genes, you know? Shiny on Pombon instead. We'll get there next. Guess slowly change the palette town overworld music to Dayman. I bet you I can do that too. That probably wouldn't be that hard. Hey, what's up, 2000? How you doing? Can you give me some tips on Pokemon FireRed? Yeah, just overlevel the crap out of your stuff. You can beat the entire game with a Squirtle. You can beat the entire game with a Squirtle line. I don't think that there's a single gym you can't beat. If you fight Gary the next attempt, it will be shiny. Maybe. Have Panama play when you jump a ledge. So can I be modded with an eyebrow joke? If you make a good eyebrow joke, one that I haven't heard before and one that makes me go, huh, it's pretty good. So I'll let you do it. Any funny antidotes from the last time you played in multiplayer? I don't know. Last time I played Sea of Thieves probably had some fun stuff. Played this game like 5 times and still can't beat it. Oh, man. Well. I love your Yu-Gi-Oh room. Thank you, Yami. The new started Pokemon, who are you picking? Dude, I'm totally going Brout. Brout's basically me. After Ramadan, Eid will come. So 3 days going to cousins, aunts, and uncle's house. No sleep? Dang, dude. Typhoon plays. Of course you can. That's how you spell community right there. All right, here we go. What's the first Pokemon game you ever played? Pokemon Yellow. Number 1. Anecdotes. Yeah, I knew what you meant. No, nothing. Nothing really. Probably last time Sea of Thieves. There's always something funny that happens. Sea of Thieves is always great because there's always something kind of goofy that happens. My eyebrows look drawn. It's a pretty good one. Some people do draw on their eyebrows, though. Don't be insensitive. I almost mistook your eyebrows for tall grass. That's pretty good. Can you leave Jen is coming out in 27 or 2028? Thank God for Jen. She's been hiding too long. Thank you so much, Pokédog. Super appreciate the sub. You guys, we're just one away from 8,180. If you have not subbed yet and you feel compelled to do so, that'd be amazing. Our goal is to get to 10K by the end of the year, and it's going to be a tough one. Where does Heart Gold Soul Silver rank for you? Number 2. Number 2 Pokemon game of all time. Hate those TikToks where parents draw eyebrows on their babies to get their partner's reaction. Those babies remind me of you. Thank you. Thank you, Kieran. That is a good one. I almost just called you Kieran. It's not even a name. Is Kieran a name? I don't even know. Want to replay Soul Silver after Leaf Green? You should. Those eyebrows remind me of Sudowoodo just blocking the path. Pretty good one, too. Pretty good one. Not quite mod material, but I like it. Love the Gecko. Gecko's pretty awesome. Gecko's pretty sweet. Caught shiny Snorlax. Nice. Remember the page from the book I sent you? Is that Discord friendly? I don't remember the page from the book you sent me. Where do you rank Pokemon Platinum? 8th. 8th in the Pokemon games. Which is still pretty good considering how many games there are. 8's not bad. Bing ba da ding ding da ding ding da ding. Jess is probably fine. I trust your discretion. Person that was talking about the end of Ramadan is only just saying the bad things Muslims get, which is just straight up money from their relatives. That's cool. That was so epic they made a Pokedex entry for you just in Brout, dude. Right? That's what I'm saying. All right, you guys, this is gonna be our last check of the day. Last check of the day. Then we're gonna push it, and we'll probably start doing this tomorrow. Is Meowth good? Meowth can be good. We'll probably keep going Gecqua tomorrow. See if we can get a shiny Gecqua. We did get shiny Brout, which is pretty awesome. Let's see if we've got ourselves a shiny Gecqua. No shiny Gecqua. We'll do it again tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. We got a couple of people to say a big thank you to. Hope you guys had fun today. This was just a little goofy thing. Razzie, thanks for 32 months. Just for gifted. Thank you, Morel, for the $4 and the membership. Thank you, Spike West, for the $1.99. And thank you, Lori, for the $2. You guys are amazing. Super appreciate y'all. I hope this is a good time. The Hearsay Pokemon Platinum is okay. Yeah, it's like mid-tier, I would say. It's like upper mid. What's wrong with the moon? Nothing. Nothing. Goodbye, friends. Talk to you soon. Later.